Attention passionate Chicago, BEARS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, BEARS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Hold on to your hats because the NFL rumor mill is buzzing with some serious talk about a potential blockbuster trade that could shake up the NFC North and give the Chicago Bears a real boost in their quest to contend for a Super Bowl. We're talking about the possibility of the Green Bay Packers moving on from Josh Jacobs and the Bears swooping in to make him a key piece of their offense. It's a move that could change everything for Chicago, especially considering how much this team has struggled with their backfield health and consistency this season. Sources whisper that the Packers, sitting at 4-5 and with a cap situation around $6 million, are eyeing a rebuild and are open to trading Jacobs in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft. The reason for this move? Well, the Packers are prioritizing cap space and trying to free up room to extend Jordan Love, whose recent extension is a hefty $220 million deal that's eating into their financial flexibility. Meanwhile, their secondary has been leaking points, allowing 25 points per game, and they're looking to shore up other areas of the team. Trading Jacobs, a dynamic running back, would help them reset financially and focus on their rebuild. For the Bears, though, this is more than just a salary cap maneuver. This is about adding a true game-changer to their offense. Justin Fields has been doing his part, but the backfield has been limited by the absence of DeAndre Swift, who's been dealing with a quadriceps injury that kept him out for 2 games now. That has impacted Chicago's ground game, which was supposed to be a strength. Enter Josh Jacobs, a player with a proven track record of explosive plays and yards after contact. This isn't just about running the ball. It's about injecting some much-needed energy and reliability into a Bears offense that's been trying to find its rhythm. Jacobs, as some NFL insiders point out, would be a perfect fit in Chicago's zone running scheme. His profile, coming into 2025 with 9 games played, 158 carries for 720 yards, an impressive 4.6 yards per carry, and averaging 80 yards per game. He scored 6 rushing touchdowns and added 25 receptions for 180 yards, with an average of 7. 2 yards per catch and 1 receiving touchdown. That's the kind of versatility and explosiveness the Bears desperately need to keep defenses honest and open up more options for Fields. Looking at his career, Jacobs has amassed over 200 carries for nearly 800 yards with 50 rushing touchdowns and has been recognized twice as a Pro Bowler. His yards after contact, an eye-popping 5. YAC make him a nightmare for defenders, especially in zone schemes that rely on breaking tackles and gaining extra yards. And his vision on the field? Well, he's seen success on 70% of his runs in 2025, showing he's a smart, patient runner who can hit the right holes at the right time. His EPA per rush is positive, meaning he's consistently creating value for his team, and his ability to generate yards after contact can help the Bears establish a more physical, balanced offense. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture here. The Packers, in releasing Jacobs, are making a strategic move to free up around $14 million in cap space, which they plan to use for Jordan Love's extension. This move signals that Green Bay is fully committed to investing in their quarterback and their future, even if it means parting ways with a player as talented as Jacobs. Their focus is on building a team that can compete in the long term, especially on the offensive side, where they're trying to upgrade their secondary, which has been giving up too many points. For the Bears, acquiring Jacobs isn't just about plugging a hole. It's about elevating the entire offense. With Jacobs in the backfield, Chicago projects an increase of over 0 rushing yards, pushing their ground game from around 130 yards per game to over 170 yards. That's a huge boost, especially because it opens up the play-action game for Fields. When defenses have to respect the run, it makes it easier for Justin to find his targets downfield. This move could also help the Bears improve their third-down conversion rate, which currently sits around 42%. But with Jacobs, they might see that number climb to close to 59%. That's a significant upgrade, giving them more sustained drives and time to control the clock. And let's not forget about the impact on the offensive line. Chicago's OL has been allowing 24 sacks this season, but with a more balanced attack featuring Jacobs, they could ease some of that pressure. The running game will force defenses to respect the run more, which might help the OL hold up better in pass protection. Plus, with Jacobs in the mix, the Bears could see their scoring average rise from around 24, 2 points per game to over 29. That's the kind of offensive explosion that can turn close games into wins, especially in a division where every game matters. From a strategic standpoint, this move would also bolster Chicago's chances of making a deeper playoff run. Jacobs' ability to perform in high-pressure situations, like his standout game against the Lions last year where he rushed for 150 yards and scored 2 touchdowns, makes him a playoff X-factor. His presence would take a lot of pressure off fields, especially in critical moments when the game is on the line. Having a reliable, explosive back like Jacobs would allow the Bears to be more unpredictable and aggressive on offense. Now, looking at the broader picture, this potential trade signals a shift in the NFC North. The Bears, under head coach Matt Eberflus and offensive coordinator Luke Getsy, are clearly aiming to be serious contenders. They've already shown flashes of brilliance this season, sitting at 6-3 and in the thick of the playoff hunt. Adding a player like Jacobs could be the final piece needed to push them over the edge, especially with their improved defense that's currently ranked in the top 30 for fewest points allowed per game. The division is shaping up to be even more competitive. The Vikings, Lions, and Packers are all well aware that the Bears are not just a team to watch, they're a team to beat. If Chicago manages to land Jacobs, it could tilt the balance of power even more in their favor. The Lions, who have been explosive offensively, will have to deal with a Bears team that's now armed with a game-changing running back. And the Vikings, always competitive, will have to find ways to contain this upgraded offense. And let's talk about the potential playoff implications. If Jacobs joins the Bears, it could significantly improve their odds of making a deep postseason run. His presence on the ground game, combined with Justin Fields' dual-threat ability, makes Chicago a more dangerous team. Bookmakers have already shifted the Super Bowl odds, with the Bears' chances improving from plus 1,800 to plus 750. That's a massive jump in confidence from the betting community, reflecting how much impact a player like Jacobs could have. In terms of long-term outlook, this move would also be a statement from the Bears' front office. It signals that they're serious about contending now, not just rebuilding. They're willing to make bold moves to accelerate their timeline, and acquiring a proven talent like Jacobs fits perfectly into that strategy. It shows they understand how crucial a strong running game is in today's NFL, especially when paired with a mobile quarterback like Fields. Together, they could form one of the most dynamic duos in the league. Of course, there are still questions. Will the Packers actually pull the trigger? Will the Bears be willing to part with enough assets to land Jacobs? And how quickly could he adapt to Chicago's system? But if everything aligns, this trade could be the catalyst that transforms Chicago from a solid team into a true NFC contender. It's an exciting thought, especially for Bears fans who have been waiting for their team to take that next step and compete at the highest level. As we watch this story unfold, remember that NFL trades and rumors can change on a dime, but the potential here is huge. Jacobs could be the missing piece that finally unlocks Chicago's offensive potential, allowing them to challenge the division and make a real push in the playoffs. It's a storyline worth following closely, and one that could have lasting repercussions for the NFC North and the entire league. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think Jacobs would be the perfect fit? Would you be willing to see the Bears give up some draft capital for a player who can change the game? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. This team is on the rise, and with moves like this, they could be heading straight for the top. Keep the faith, Bears fans. Big things are on the horizon.